So, can you please raise up your hands if you had a dream last night? Can you please raise up your hands if you had a dream last night? Okay. And can you please keep those hands up if you can recall the contents of your dream?
Hello, everyone. Can you please raise your hands up if you had a dream last night? All right. Can you keep those hands up if you can recall the contents of your dream? All right, thank you. You can put them down. I noticed that a lot of hands reduced, and I guess that's because we all have dreams, but very few of us can remember the contents. And last night, I had a dream. One where I was standing on an elevated platform overlooking the unfolding scene of a battle. From my vantage point, a vast expanse of land stretched before me. The air was filled with the stench of death, a haunting reminder of the wars that had transpired. The sun began to set, casting a glow turning green grass gold and blue sky crimson. The world held its breath in anticipation. And in that moment, I saw it. A dark multitude emerging, marching into the night with armors gleaming darkly and eyes like ice that burned with an intent to steal, slay, and devastate. Terror was their choice weapon, seeping into the very marrow of one's bones, and even from afar, a sense of dread gripped me tightly. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a second army marching from a distant shore. They were less in numbers and obviously lacked a vast arsenal of weapons. Yet behind them was an imperceptible general with a host wide as an ocean, stretching from horizon to horizon. Like a crown caressing the head with so much glory. Their armors shone like precious gems against the backdrop of darkness. With fiery chariots and artillery, this army was strong and ready, waiting for the battle to begin. But then the second army stopped in their tracks, crippled by fear and oblivious to the strength behind them. They stood like statues carved from stones and souls trapped in a tomb. They just stood. Then from my pinnacle, I thought to call out to them, attempting to draw their attention, saying, "Don't you see who is behind you? Move!" Yet my calls were like echoes into the empty air. So down I went into the battlefield to meet the now perceptible general. And as I approached him, I came to face a being whose presence was terrific yet peaceful. His presence shone brighter than the sun, illuminating the night. My limbs became feeble as I stood in awe of him, and oh, his voice flowing with the rhythm of life brought me back to my senses. And he said, "I am the Lord strong and mighty, the Lord invincible in battle, the Lord of heaven's armies. I am the King of glory." Starstruck and in awe, my dream began to fade away. Trying to grasp onto what my mind preferred to be reality, I was brought back to actuality. And as I slowly took in my surroundings, I realized that this was no battlefield. This was my bed, with my history textbook staring at me in the face. So I figured that I might serve this as a food for thought. Listen. Day in, day out, we face giants that tend to instill fear and cripple us. We fix our gazes on the waves rather than on his face, with our faces veiled by a fabric woven with fear, blinding us to the backing of the Lord of heaven's armies, the one who is clothed in majesty and splendor, encircled with strength, on whom the whole world is established. Refocus your gaze, refocus your lens to God, and his image will become crisp and clear, and every other thing in the background fades into a soft blur. Learn to trust him and watch him take the lead in your battles till they are won. For it's not by your power, nor the strength you possess, but by the Spirit of the Lord within you. Selah.